Time for an update. Good morning. Today is May the 19th, 2021, and just thought I'd give you guys a little update. All is going well. The last video I posted was of a little weekend trip that my wife and I took to Salado, Texas, and I didn't think about it, but I wasn't in the video, and I don't think my wife was either. We're mainly just trying to show the town of Salado itself. And I had one of my favorite subscribers comment that since I wasn't in the video, he hoped I wasn't 300 pounds now. And I know he was just joking. I always get good comments from him, and it seems like we're on the same track in so many ways. He's following the same kind of healthy regimen and stuff that I am, and no, I haven't fallen off the wagon. I'm inserting a short clip that I did once I arrived at my office, just to show that my weight is staying the same and still on my program. Now back on the road again. In terms of my diet and all, it's just become a way of life for me now. I really don't have to think about it anymore. I eat almost what would be called a carnivore diet, mostly meat and eggs and cheese, but some vegetables and stuff thrown in there, but probably 80% carnivore, maybe higher than that, depending on the day. I definitely have some carnivore days where I just have meat and eggs. Last night I had liver and bacon with some eggs, and oh, so good. I love liver, beef liver, and but yeah, everything's going really well. My weight's staying stable. Main thing for me, my goal is always to keep my blood sugar normal, and that's been fine as well. So at any rate, I'm driving to work. I could take, there are big highways I could take almost all the way to work, but occasionally I like to take some of these back roads just because the scenery is nicer. In a moment you'll see me crossing Lake Ray Hubbard here in the Dallas area, and I cross it on the highway too, but you're up so high and everything. I like this particular road because you're down at lake level, and it's just a prettier drive. And we've been getting tons of rain in the past 4 or 5 days. It's just been cloudy and rainy, and it's still in the forecast for the next few days that we're going to be getting rain. But the sun, on my way to work this morning, the sun came out and the sky's looking real clear. I think later today we may still get more rain. It is in the forecast, but for right now, I'm really enjoying the sunshine, and it helps my mood and everything. You may have noticed in my past couple of videos, I'm talking a lot about protecting our mind as well as our body. That's become a new focus, because I think during this pandemic and all, it's been hard on people psychologically, and I've definitely felt more stress and not sleeping Quite as well, and also I've really tried to focus on things I can do to improve those stress, reduce stress levels. And driving over the lake right now, you're not seeing much of it on the screen, I guess, but because of all the trees along the side, but there is a nice lake out to the sides here, and maybe when I cross this little bridge, you'll see a little bit more of it. Lake Ray Hubbard, a big lake here. And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful morning right now. I hope this lasts for a good part of the day today. And now I'm about to get on the highway, and again, I could have come all the way to work on these big interstates and all, but I do enjoy taking those back roads when I can, when I have the time for it, because it's a lot less stressful. And here we go, back to the rat race. By July and August, we'll be wishing for some of the rain that we've been getting here recently, but it's been so rainy, and there have been flash flood warnings and all that sort of thing, so it's nice to see the sunshine again. But again, we should be thankful for the rain, because we need it. We need to get our lake levels all back up, and so overall, I'm definitely thankful for the rain, but it was very, very nice to see the sunshine this morning. So once again, all is well. Weight and blood sugar all holding steady, still not taking any medication, don't need any of the medications that I used to take. I used to take 2 medicines for high blood pressure. I had a statin prescribed for me for cholesterol. I used to sleep with a CPAP for sleep apnea, and my doctor was ready to start me on diabetic medication, but I asked for 3 months to see if I could change some things, change the way I eat, and lose some weight, and that all worked out. And now I don't have to. I lost a lot of weight and have kept it off. It's been over 2.5 years now, and now no longer need medication for anything. Not for diabetes, not for high blood pressure, not for cholesterol. All my blood work has been fantastic, so it's just a way of life for me now, and not something that I plan to change. But again, the stresses of this pandemic have made me really focus on the need to protect our mind. And one of the things that I've done to protect my mind is to not watch the news so much. I used to be the type, years ago, I would come home from work and flip on one of the 24-hour news channels and spend hours watching the news until I fell asleep, and have a day off. I'd keep the news. I'd surf between the different 24-hour-a-day news channels too. And if you want to get really depressed, that's a good way to do it, because they don't tend to report happy news. They tend to report all the negativity from all over the world. And if there's nothing happening in your city or your state, they'll find some part of the world where there's something terrible going on, and they'll bring it right into your living room, and just wear you down. And so I hardly watch the news at all anymore. I can grab headlines on my phone, and check the weather on my phone and things like that, and stay in touch with stuff that's going on that way. I don't have to feed negativity into my brain for hours at a time with the talking heads on 24-hour-a-day TV news. So you do whatever you want to do, but that's one thing, big change I've made in my life, is I don't spend so much time watching all the negativity that you can find on the 24-hour-a-day news channels. So anyway, remember, live healthy and finish strong. As always, nothing in my videos is intended to be medical advice. You need to work with your own physician the same way that I did.